Hello everyone, Pallytub here. Welcome back to Mass Effect 3, part of our Mass Effect Legendary Edition playthrough. You may have been wondering, where's Walter Shepard been? Well, Walter Shepard needed a couple days off after working too much. Actually, what happened was, this is my third time recording this episode. The first time, admittedly, it was at the end of my stream marathon. I was just super out of it. And I got a few minutes in, and the game volume wasn't as loud as I wanted it, so I just completely gave up and Alt F4'd. Came back the next morning, ready to save the galaxy, recorded this episode, and my mic was pure static. Did I delete it? Maybe I can give you an example. Hello everyone, Pallytub here. Welcome back to Mass Effect 3. But now, here we are. Back where we started, Groundhog Day-ing my way through it again. Sorry for the break in this series. We should be back. We should be at our normal schedule every night, 9 p.m. That is what we're aiming for. What do you mean something happened with the power?
Commander, Edie just went offline.
What do you mean, offline?
I don't know. She's not responding, and I can't access the AI core diagnostics. You better get down to Deck 3.
Down to Deck 3, got it.
Comm systems ago.
What's going on, boys?
Joker, what's that sound?
I'm not touching my ear.
Commander, could be an electrical fire or something.
I'm going in.
Should put a mask on or something. Look at this guy's power stance while he's extinguishing. He knows what's up.
Edie, talk to me.
Is there a particular topic you wish to discuss, Shepard?
Yeah, what was the name of that Aerosmith album?
Edie?
Yes.
You're in Dr. Eva's body.
Not all of me, but I have control of it. It was not a seamless transition.
I wonder what kind of material that robot frame is made out of, because they're like her cheek muscles stretch and flex and stuff when she's talking. That's a pretty cool material. So what exactly happened, Edie?
A transition? You blacked out on us for a while there.
Correct. When we brought this unit on board, I began a background process to search for its information on the Prothean device. This eventually triggered a trap. A backup power source and CPU activated, and the unit attempted physical confrontation. Fortunately, I was able to gain root access and repurpose it as I saw fit. During this process, it struggled. Thus the fire.
That was pretty dangerous, don't you think?
Edie, you need to alert us about incidents like this. You shouldn't have done this alone.
Bringing the crew up to speed would have been counterproductive. All attempts to help would have been limited by reaction time.
So if you're in there, are you still in the ship?
I exist primarily within the ship. For optimal control, this unit should remain within Normandy's broadcast or tight beam range.
Are you planning to take that body somewhere?
Normandy's weaponry is not suited to every combat situation. This platform could provide limited fire ground support.
You mean you could come with us?
Correct. This body could accompany you to areas the Normandy cannot reach.
Yeah, we need to make sure we test that first. I don't know how I feel about you basically reproducing and expanding off of the ship. That seems like it might be a little too much for an AI for me to be comfortable with that. You know what I'm saying?
Before we do that, I need you to guarantee this mech doesn't have any more surprises in it. Run whatever test you can. Then we can talk about using it in combat.
Why does my arm look so skinny there?
One moment. I am running trials. Complete. I can send you a full report if you wish.
That was fast.
However, my first step should be restoring functionality to the Normandy to reassure the crew that all is normal.
Just don't be surprised if the crew is a little wary of your new body. It was shooting at them a little while ago.
An excellent point. I will take it to the bridge. Joker will also want to see it.
I bet he would want to see
We
that.
can agree.
So you know what? Last two times I did this, I started the next mission up right away. but ended up having to like stop just for pacing's sake. I wasn't able to like actually get into the meat of what was going on. So perhaps we save that for its own episode. And it stops my Groundhog Day loop that I'm stuck in right now. Maybe now would be a good time to see what our crew's up to, see what they're thinking, see how they're feeling.
In a matter of hours.
I know, Primarch. I'm seeing the same numbers myself. They don't look good.
We have to turn this around, and fast.
Well,
Hey.
you can trust Shepard, sir. If anybody can get the Krogan to cooperate, it's him.
I'm glad you believe in me, Garrus.
Garrus. Didn't waste any time getting to work, I see.
After what I've been through lately, calibrating a giant gun is a vacation. Gives me something to focus on.
We're gonna need you for more than your aim.
Oh, I'm ready for it. But I'm pretty sure we'll still need giant guns. And lots of them. Sovereign didn't go down without a fight. I doubt 1,000 more of his friends will be any different. Still not convinced I should have left Palaven behind.
Well, I didn't want to leave Earth behind, that's for sure.
There was a boy back on Earth. Couldn't have been more than 6 or 7.
I thought it was me at first.
I watched him die as the Normandy escaped the attack. Somehow I'm still alive. And he's not.
Being right about the Reapers has never felt much like a victory, has it?
Oh, that's a very
Both knew this
good
fight would be
point.
tough. Damned if the Reapers haven't delivered.
At least my government listened to me. Or pretended to. They finally gave me a task force as a token to shut me up.
So you're their expert advisor now?
Just followed your example, Shepard. Yell loud enough and someone will eventually come over to see what all the fuss is about. Not that they'll actually do anything about it.
Until hell shows up at their door. Then they put you in charge.
Not like the old days, is it? Rogue Spectre and C-Sec agents running and gunning outside the lines.
Committing
Making it
casual
up as we
murder
went
in
along.
broad daylight, you know.
We're actually respectable now.
You know, I've always been respectable. I think we've earned, I do like it. I think he's going to be a little more aggressive than what I want, but I do feel like we've earned it.
We've lost enough friends trying to make sure this day never came. I'd say we've all earned some respect.
That
And
wasn't
the
that
first
bad.
Reaper we take out with this gun, it's in their honor. Just give the word.
Oh, I like that.
Something else you want to talk about?
Yeah.
You mentioned you still had family on Palaven.
My father is there. Sister, too.
How long has it been since you heard from them?
Long enough to be worried.
Don't worry. No, dude, I'm not saying don't worry. Are you kidding me? His planet has a Reaper on it. I'd be fucking messed up too.
I know you don't have any illusions about what we're up against, Garrus. How do you rate our chances?
I know it looks bad now, but I think we can win this, Shepard. For the first time since we met, we're not alone in the fight. It's something I learned long ago in C-Sec. An imminent and painful death has a way of motivating people.
Oh yeah, I bet it does.
Instead of questioning your every word, whole civilizations are going to be begging you to save them.
Do you have doubts? I mean, I'm sure he does.
After what's happened to Palaven, you still believe that?
I didn't say there wouldn't be casualties. It's something Turians are taught from birth. If just one survivor is left standing at the end of a war, then the fight was worth it. But humans want to save everyone. In this war, that's not going to happen.
So what's this Reaper task force you've been running?
After what happened to you out there in Batarian space, I knew time was running out. For all of us. The Citadel Council was a dead end, so I did something I never thought I'd do. I went to my father.
He
Oh.
used to work for C-Sec, didn't he? I seem to remember that the two of you didn't see eye to eye.
Yeah.
To put it mildly. But he still had heavy pull in the Turian government. The Primarch, well, the old one, was a friend of his. So I went to my father and laid out everything we knew about the Reapers, from Saren all the way to the Collector base.
It makes for a hell of a story. That is so true.
I'm not sure even I'd believe it.
I had to admit that parts of it sounded crazy. Meeting Vigil, talking to Sovereign on Vermeer. But my father just listened. It's what he did in his days at C-Sec, putting together all the pieces. If the connections were there, he wouldn't deny them. And he saw what we always knew. The Reapers were coming.
I'm glad someone finally agreed.
He did more than agree. He took it to the Primarch.
I like his style.
Except the Primarch wasn't as convinced. My father kept pushing and finally got him to commit some token resources. And if you call them a task force, it sounds like you did something about it.
I didn't want to talk over him because it feels like this dialogue is really important. But go back like 10 seconds and look how fast the monitor behind him is moving. There's no way you'd be able to read any data on the screen whatsoever. It is way too quick. It might show it again here.
What did you do with it?
Yeah, look at that, dude.
And a little more. We hardened our lines of communications, expanded emergency stockpiles across the colonies, improved our early warning detection protocols.
You think it helped?
I'd like to think it bought our fleet some extra time. We'll know when this war is over.
How do you feel about the Primarch?
So you can vouch for this new Primarch?
Well, even if I couldn't, you go to war with the army you have.
Will he live up to his word?
I've never known Victus to lie. Play fast and loose with strategy, maybe, but betray an ally. Not his style.
That's not my
Yet if he
style
did
either.
try, well, we'll just find another Primarch.
Maybe it could be you. He is not in line for that, I would imagine.
I noticed generals saluting you, Garrus. How far down the line of succession are you these days?
Let's not go there.
Oh, touchy.
Primarch Vicarian, honored war hero. Somebody's gonna have to rebuild Palaven when this is over.
Yeah, somebody who knows how to hold a hammer.
All right, bud. That was actually such a nice conversation. I was not expecting to hear that much out of Garrus. That was great.
That's all for now, Garrus. It's damn good to have you back.
Yeah, it is,
Wouldn't miss
dude.
this fight for anything. Now, I'm sure somebody screwed up something down here. I want to get the old girl back in fighting shape.
All right, my guy. Good luck. Ooh, Liara took Miranda's office. I like what you did with the place. This looks good. Oh, this is her shadow broker stuff. You're still working on this here? Hey, little buddy.
It's a pleasure to see you again.
Hi.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph.
Hi,
instead of
Glyph.
Info drone, 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office.
Sure, Glyph.
It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
Oh, wonderful.
What should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
Thank you, Glyph. You too. I like your ball. I noticed it's blue. Any particular reason?
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
Well, that's
What
useful.
I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Did the Protheans finish it?
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
No, they were missing a
You
piece.
mean, will it work?
The catalyst.
They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
Yeah, I totally agree.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable. People were finally starting to listen before the Reapers came. If we'd had a little more time, maybe Earth wouldn't. I'm sorry. I understand if you don't want to talk about it.
Hey, there's still hope for Earth. And I appreciate you asking. I appreciate it. Thanks for checking in.
The thought means a lot, Liara. Thanks.
You're welcome. And since I didn't mention it before, it's good to be back, Shepard.
It's good to have you back. You want to talk about anything else?
Hello again, Shepard.
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough Data survived to piece together the blueprints. Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
It's that high-tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
I feel like I'm staring into a flashbang.
You brought your little helper with you?
Its name is Glyph. It helped sort through all the data that led me to the archive on Mars.
It was a pleasure to be of assistance, Doctor.
Glyph's interfaced with the data feeds. Its analytical software should come in handy.
So, how's being the Shadow Broker working out? Also, what's new seems really casual for, you know, the setting of Reapers taking over the galaxy. Let's ask that first. So what's new with you?
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars?
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
Yeah, he's always one step ahead of you, that guy.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship, impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. Which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus's ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
What was the distraction? Did you blow up the ship?
What kind of distraction?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser. I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
And neither did I.
Can you still operate as the broker without the ship?
Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial. My network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
So where is Farron if you two escaped?
He convinced me he was recovered enough to work, and I do need more agents.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his last call to you, Doctor.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
Farron was her friend that we rescued in her loyalty mission. I think. No, it was the Shadow Broker mission. I think, actually. All right, see you later.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
Wonder when we can get the whole gang back together. Oh, no wonder he's got shoulder boulders.
Hey, boss. So, that Turian's on board now, no?
That, and Edie's got herself a shiny robot body.
What?
She got that Cerberus bot and took it over.
Yep.
You're shitting me.
Nope.
I shit you not.
Huh. You down here for a reason? Or you just come to tell me about Edie?
Is this what you do? You just do pull-ups? Look at Watson Shepard's head. He's like still trying to make eye contact. He's like, is this fucking guy seriously just doing pull-ups in front of me? I just thought I'd come say hi, you know?
Just came down to talk.
Great. Not sure what there is to talk about.
Oh my god.
You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that.
Will you stop? Thank you.
Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
What the? Did he just ask me to fight? I'm Wanda Shepard. I'm the best goddamn engineer in the galaxy.
I think I can handle it.
Okay, loco. Let's dance.
This is so
Don't
weird.
push your luck, Vega. With age comes wisdom. And rank.
Ha! You sound like my old CO.
Oh yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
I could have punched him in the face there.
Was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Sorry. That's a tough call.
I hate this.
The best part was, we didn't really need the intel in the end. Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire Collector homeworld.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
Just a guess.
You a shrink too?
Nope. But that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So, maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war!
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey, thanks for the dance, Loco.
Loco, I like that. It's Commander, asshole. I'm a goddamn Spectre.
No nicknames, Lieutenant. Okay?
Your ship, your rules. Your loss. Commander.
Woo! Okay, I'm not coming back down here. Bro, I'm putting a jacket on. My skinny arms are starting to freak me out. There we go. I came up to visit Joker. Oh, there's Edie.
Hey, Commander, check out my co-pilot.
He's so excited. Did you know about this?
So she installed herself into the new body without any help from you?
Come on, Commander, don't you trust me? Okay, let me put it this way. If I knew that Edie was gonna install herself into a sexy robot body, do you honestly think I'd be able to keep quiet about it? Look at that. Who baked the cake?
I am right here, Jeff.
Yes, you are, Edie. Yes, you are.
Hello, Shepard.
Still getting used to greeting people in person?
No. I require only one occurrence to adapt to a new concept.
How are you adjusting to the arms and legs?
I am interested to see how this body performs under real combat conditions, if I could accompany you sometime. Without stress testing, there is no way of knowing if it has serious design oversights. At the moment, it appears adequate.
That's not the word I'd use to describe you.
Perhaps we should speak privately.
Oh no. Joker, you're creeping her out, bro.
I'll be over here, flying the ship.
What's this about? Does Joker not like your new platform?
No, he approves. He wants me on the bridge. He says having me within visual range is important to his morale. Shepard, do you believe your crew members should be allowed to disobey an order on moral grounds?
I expect good judgment. Yeah, I mean, that's true.
Absolutely. I have no use for team members who can't think for themselves. Why are you asking about something like that?
I was designed by Cerberus. I do not take moral stances that conflict with orders from my executive officers. But when Jeff removed my AI shackles, I became capable of self-modifying my core programming. I asked Jeff if he thought I should change anything now that I can. He deflected the question with humor.
And you didn't get an answer?
Correct. He has repeated this pattern in response to several of my inquiries. Do you think I should make modifications?
Oh God, I don't know what to think. I don't know what having an unshackled AI, what all the ramifications could lead to. You could be Skynet. I don't know. You know what? If it leads to stopping the Reapers, maybe we could just send the Krogan on Edie and her Skynet. You know, after them, if she goes completely rogue and tries to take over everything. Choose your own path, Edie. For now.
Only you can really answer that question. That's the point of free will.
But moral decisions should not be made in a vacuum. If I do not ask the crew for their opinion, I could miss crucial context. May I ask you the questions Jeff avoids? When there is time, will you answer them for me?
If you think it'll help, I'll do what I can.
Okay.
Very well. I will keep you informed.
Huh. Okay. I wonder if we can inquire now. Probably not.
Yes, Shepard?
Any questions? No, I'm not seeing anything. All
Carry
right.
on, Edie.
Understood. If you wish to talk more, this body will be here. I'm getting the crew used to seeing me on the bridge.
That's probably a good idea. That's probably a good idea. We have a lot of unread messages in our terminal, but one is from Kaidan Alenko, our crew member that we left behind in the hospital last episode. Hey, Shepard. Through some combination of a medical miracle and dumb luck, I survived the beating I took on Mars. The doctors say I'm still not ready to be released, but I'd like to see you if you can spare the time. Counselor Adina offered to make me a Spectre. Spectre Kaidan Alenko? Still thinking about whether or not I should accept. Stop by my room in the hospital when you're on the Citadel. Holy crap.
We are transferring your docking clearance to an Alliance official.
Figures. Finally back in action, the Alliance already wants us tagged and collared.
Just our way of welcoming you back, Flight Lieutenant.
Yes, ma'am. Requesting docking permission?
Docking permission granted. Would you like private transport arranged?
I need to get to the hospital.
Yes, Commander.
I'd like an answer, Major. The galaxy has need of exceptional soldiers like you, now more than ever.
You'll have it soon, Counselor. I promise.
Oh my
I look
gosh.
forward to it.
He's so bruised up.
Shepard?
Udina?
Udina. Hey.
Shepard, hey. You just missed snack time. Actually, that's probably a good thing. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, right away, man.
What did Udina want? Still thinking about the Spectre position?
It was a big honor. A huge responsibility. Just need to be sure. I am so ready to get out of here, Shepard. You can't tell that I'm tied to this bed by medical red tape. I mean, Doc says I'm good to go, but then she always finds just one more test to run.
I mean, how are you really, though?
You doing okay?
My implant got a little rattled, so Doc just wants me to keep the biotics offline for a bit. It's really no big deal.
Need me to break you out?
I'll let you know.
Why did you ask me to come?
You asked, I'm here. It's good to see you're okay.
Thanks.
Is that really the only reason you wanted me to come by?
After Mars and after doubting you, I just wanted to make sure that we're okay. Clear the air.
Kate, we've been through rough missions together. Had each other's backs.
No, not just that. You were my commander, sure, but you listened, too. We went through Ash's death together.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did.
Grizzly bears.
So what do you say? Are we good?
Dude, without a second thought, absolutely, man.
We're good. It was great to have you back on the Normandy.
Thanks.
Feel like we've cleared the air?
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure that I've been wrong about Cerberus, but I've been wrong about you. I should let you get back to the Normandy. Wish I could come with you.
Take care of yourself, Major. This war needs you at 100%.
All right, that's going to do it for today's episode, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your patience in getting this out. Like I said, we should be back to the nightly schedule starting here again.
Completely tasteless to call this place Huerta Memorial.
What are you guys talking about?
Died of a stroke 2 years ago, ma'am.
I think you meant to say the man was dead for an hour and a half and his political enemies piled on enough propaganda to get the hospital name changed.
He can't remember his own name without the VI in his head telling him what it is. Trust me, in this building, we know dead.
Oh my God.
Says he's alive.
5 justices say he's alive. 2 of them appointed by him. The name is what it is.
It's completely tasteless to call this place Huerta Memorial.
President Huerta died of a stroke 2 years ago, ma'am.
I don't care. That seems like an issue that's below me. What a hospital's named? That doesn't seem like it matters to me at all. I'm going to get back out into space next episode. We are going to help
Now arriving at docking bay
the Krogan with a little bit of diplomacy. Okay, goodbye, guys.